His breath kindled coals, and a flame goeth out of his mouth.
Right.
In his neck remaineth strength, and sorrow is turned into joy before him. The flakes of his flesh are joined together. They are firm in themselves. They cannot be moved. His heart is as firm as a stone.
Right, so he can't be moved. He can't be scared of the white man's system and all of his gadgets and his instruments of war. Okay, he's standing firm. Okay, he's not shook. Go on.
Yea, as hard as a piece of the nether millstone.
Nether millstone. Go on.
When he raiseth up himself, the mighty are afraid.
That's right, the mighty are afraid. And the white man, he's going to be afraid. Okay, because the Most High is going to turn Leviathan against them. Alright, go on.
By reason of breaking, they purify themselves. The swords of him that layeth at him cannot hold. The spear.
So you know what I'm saying? The spears cannot penetrate him. The swords cannot. The arrows, nothing he can do. Your guns, they can't penetrate Leviathan. Okay, go on.
Okay. The sword of him that layeth at him cannot hold. The spear, the dart, nor the habergeon. It's
Habergeon.
Yeah. He esteemeth iron as straw.
He esteemeth iron as straw. Go on.
And brass as rotten wood.
Brass as rotten wood.
The arrow.
Okay? Just like rotten wood, like wet rotten wood, you can touch it, it'll disintegrate. Okay? That's
the arrow cannot make him flee.
Alright.
Sling stones are turned with him into stubble.
Okay, so sling stones, you can't get no sling stones, and you know, like it's just talking about his fierceness. His the way the Most High set him up, his defense is basically like impenetrable. Okay, go on.
Sharp stones are under him. He spreadeth sharp pointed things.
You missed verse 29.
Darts are counted as stubble. He laugheth at the shaking of a spear.
Go on.
Sharp stones are under him. He spreadeth sharp pointed things upon the mire. He maketh the deep to boil like a pot. He maketh the sea like a pot of ointment.
Right.
He maketh a path to shine after him. One would think the deep to be hoary. Upon earth there is
that's basically it though, brother. Let's talk about it. Okay. Let me see. Bart, give you a copy for me. Give me Wisdom of Solomon. Give me Ecclesiasticus 11:17. 43 and 23. Yeah, 43 and 23. Up to verse 25.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 43 verse 23. By his counsel he appeases the deep and planted island therein.
That's right.
They that sail on the sea tell of the danger thereof.
So they that sail on the sea, okay, the people with the ships, the sailors, the pirates, whatever, they tell you the dangers thereof. The waves, the things like that, okay? The roaring waves. Go on.
And then we hear it with our eyes,
ears,
we marvel it.
So when we hear these dangers, the stories they bring back, we marvel, we're surprised. We're like, wow, you know, that's crazy, you know, that's out of this world. Go on.
Thereat for therein be stranger and wondrous works.
So therein be strange and wondrous works. What's those wondrous works? Go on.
Verily, of all kinds of beasts and whales and creatures.
A variety of all kinds of different beasts and whales created. Okay, and we looked up the word whale, remember? So it's talking about beasts such as fish, sharks, whales, and then whales talking about sea monsters. Okay, that's the dangers though. Those giant squids, seven-headed, yeah, octopus. What's it called?
Giant piranhas out there.
Piranhas, but also like those lizard type creatures like
Godzilla.
Nessie, Godzilla, those seven-headed things with long, stuff like that.
And big jellyfishes.
Types of stuff like that that'll wreck the ship. That'll play with the ship. It'll jiggle. What's it called?
Teeter totter.
Yeah, teeter totter with the ships. That's it on that. Yeah. Now, was it the Solomon? Just 1 second. We get in the scripture.
Yeah, 11-17.
Yeah. All right. Go on.
Okay. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 11 and 17. For thy almighty hand that made the world of matter without form.
So that made the world of matter without form, and that shows you that the Most High, when you talk about science and the Bible is false, what is the word matter? It goes back to science, right? So that shows you that the scriptures deals with science. So made the world of matter without form. So there was matter. There was matter. There was carbon. There was carbon already. There was oxygen. Okay, there's stuff. How do you think the waters are made? They had to congeal with a CO2 and H2O basically, hydrogen and oxygen, and they had to freeze it. Okay, so there was matter already. Go on. But there was no form. There was the matters invisibly. Like water comes in 3 forms: gas, solid, gas, liquid, and solid. That's right. The liquid is the water, solid is the ice, and the gas is what we is the vapor, right? Because we actually breathe water. Mm-hmm. It's invisible. It's called gas. It's invisible. Okay, that's the third, because it goes up into the because you have the water that evaporates into the atmosphere. Okay, and that's how yeah, the clouds and stuff like that, but that's all acid rain and stuff like that. But we're just trying to show that there's matter, there's science and stuff like that. But we actually breathe water because we came from water. And it's not a coincidence that like 75%, I believe, of our bodies is water basically.
Yeah, it souls the world.
That's right. Yeah, exactly.
2/3 of the world.
2/3 of the world is
of water.
it's encompassed by water. Okay, so we came from the waters. All right, go on.
Wanted not means to send among them a multitude of bears or fierce lions.
That's right.
Or unknown wild beasts.
Unknown wild beasts. So there's unknown wild beasts. Isa has different animal kingdoms and categorizes them and gives them Latin or Greek names. Because if you go in biology, you have to learn Latin. If you go to zoology, and there's a new one called cryptozoology, which is like the hidden animals and stuff like that, which Isa doesn't know. They try to hunt for Bigfoot, stuff like that. Those type of creatures are out there because it says unknown wild beasts. So there's unknown wild beasts out there. Okay, go on.
Full of rage.
Full of rage.
Newly created.
Rage for who? The white man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because he fucked up the whole planet. Okay, go on.
Full of rage, newly created, breathing out either a fiery vapor.
A fiery vapor. Okay, that's fire out of his mouth. Okay, go on.
Or filthy scents of scattered smoke.
Mm-hmm.
Or shooting horrible sparks out of their eyes.
Right. Verse 19.
Whereof not only the harm might dispatch them at once.
So meaning the look of them might just make you drop dead. Okay, just looking at them. I mean, Salakia, their fierceness, what they can do, they can trample you to death, or they can shoot fire at you, they can kill you. What that can disintegrate the white man's army in a jiff. Mm-hmm. Okay, go on.
But also the terrible sight utterly destroyed.
That's the second verse which I was saying. The sight of them, looking at them, can destroy you. That can totally, you look at them, you might drop dead. You probably will drop dead. Okay, that's it on that. Give me Amos 9 and 2. Let me give you first Ezra's in the pop. Chapter 6. Verse 49.
Okay, got it. Amos 9:2.
Okay. You know what, brother? Start from
1.
yeah. Start from 1.
Okay, Amos chapter 9:1. I saw the Lord standing upon the altar, and he said, smite the lintel of the door, that the posts may shake, and cut them in the head, all of them.
That's right. Talking about the white man. Go on.
And I will slay the last of them with the sword. He that fleeth of them shall not flee away.
Let's talk about general heathens, okay? You try to flee from his destruction or whatever, even slavery, you're gonna get